media. It's not worth it. It is. It is. Because see, one thing that you all fail to realize is that there's no more room under rugs to sweep shit. You see what I'm saying? We don't get nowhere by sweeping shit under the rug. We don't get, no, it's not a joke. So I'm not doing it. Yeah, there's no more room. So are y'all ready though? No, we're not going to counseling, honey. No. Right. We're past that. We're starting at the top. Okay? We're starting at the top. I need y'all to take notes and write it down. Number one. August 30th. I need you to write that down. Okay? August 30th, I'm backing out of the driveway, me and Jayla. Jayla says, Mama, what's that on the front door? I said, I don't know. We get out, go get it off the door. It's a fucking eviction notice on my front door. August 30th. Do you hear what I said? August 30th. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not lying. I call Lashandra and I say, what the fuck is this on the door? She said, I don't know. It must be a mistake. No, we didn't buy this house. This house is rented. Okay? The house is rented by a black couple and they follow us on social media. So how fucking embarrassing. How embarrassing. Okay? She says, I don't know. It must be a mistake. Same day, we're leaving. I got two gigs. I got 2 gigs in Atlanta that I got to go to. Labor Day weekend, right? My stomach is killing me because I can't leave for Atlanta with this fucking eviction notice on the door. We get to Atlanta. I do both of my gigs. Okay. I come back from Atlanta September 5th. I say, have you talked to the people? What is this eviction notice about? She says, I haven't heard from them. Okay. September 5th. September 6th, I get up and get dressed and go to the rental office. I go to Remax office. Okay. I had to sit across from this man while he prints off all this stuff and tells me what's been going on for the past 11 months. Okay. Because we ain't been in the house a year. Okay. So I send Lashandra the funds on August 15th. I pay my boutique rent on the 1st. I pay my house rent on the 15th, plus late fees. Okay. I sent Lashandra my money August 15th. Okay. Not only did she not go online and make the payment, she waited until August 21st to take them a check. August 24th, the check bounced. This is the 3rd NSF charge. Okay. 3rd NSF. So the people file eviction, right? Because they sick of asking for their money. So this is me, September 6th, sitting across from this man in the rental office telling me this. Okay. I'm in tears. Why? Because y'all already know my story. I've already been homeless. How am I homeless with money in the bank. So I asked the man, I say, what do you need me to do right now, sir? He said, I need you to pay September rent. I go to the bank. I get $2,700 out the bank. Okay, $2,700 that I just earned in Atlanta. Okay, I take it to them. I take it to the rental office. He says, I'm not sure if they're going to let you stay. Okay, listen, this is September 6th. Okay, that I had to pay $2,000 rent and 2 court costs because this was not the first time that they had filed eviction on us. This was not the first time. This is the first time I caught it, but this wasn't the first time. April or May, there was another NSF, right? So I say to him, I say, sir, could you please include me? Please include me since I've been left out. Because as you all know, Lashandra's a property manager, right? So the last 3 houses we've been in, she has found those houses. I let her pay. I send her my half. She's supposed to pay the bills. Okay? Listen to me. The man texted me at 9:30 p.m. on Wednesday, September 6th, and said, unfortunately, the $2,700 that you just gave us, the owners still want to move forward with eviction. Unless you all are out the house by September 30th, it's going on your credit report. Okay? Speaking of credit report, on the way to Atlanta, as you all seen in my videos, on the way to Atlanta, she tells me, oh, by the way, I have defaulted on the loan that you co-signed on in 2021. Okay? I said, excuse me, you mean the loan that you gaslit me into signing for? Because I don't co-sign for bitches. I don't co-sign for nobody, my children either. I said, so when the last time you made a payment on the loan, Lashandra? She said May, June. It's fucking September. Okay? Now you're fucking with my credit. Okay? Now you're fucking with my credit. Y'all wanted to know so bad, so that's why we all here. Right? Okay? So, here we go. Me sitting outside my boutique crying at 9:30 at night because this man has told us that we have to move. Okay? And then he says, oh, by the way, the sewer and water bill is more than 90 days past due. That balance will have to be paid also. This is in the group chat that I've never been in before. So I say, OMG. Do you know what Lashandra put in that group chat, y'all? She simply said, what's past due? Question mark. You heard what the fuck he said. Why would you put that in the doggone group? You heard what he said. He said, we got to move out and the water and sewer bill is more than 90 days past due. So I shut down, right? I'm not talking. I ain't talked to her for 2 days. I still ain't talked to her. So Friday, because y'all need to write these dates down. Friday, September 8th, I'm packing to leave for New York Fashion Week because I get paid to do what the fuck I do. Okay, so I'm going. So I'm packing for New York Fashion Week, and she is talking about, I don't want to go another day with you mad at me and we not talking. I said, LaShandra, my mama gambled away my money and I ended up homeless, okay? Living in Louisville, Kentucky. And I didn't speak to my mama for over a year. You want me to speak to you after 48 hours, less than 48 hours of finding out that we getting evicted? Are you dumb? I'm not talking to you. So she then, when I said, LaShandra, I don't want to talk to you because I'm going to say something that I may regret. Don't you know that LaShandra then leapt her ass over into my face, nose to nose, talking about you gonna talk to me in my face. You gonna get buck at me because I'm mad at you? Do you want to die? Okay? Do you want to die? She's like, I'm gonna leave before you. I'm gonna leave because you're talking out of anger. I said, no, I'm not talking out of anger. I will put my hands on you. Okay? So that was September 8th. That's the last time that I seen LaShandra face to face. Because not only have you triggered me by now making me homeless again, now you're jumping in my face like my ex-husband. Now I'm going to have to put you in the ground. Do you understand what I'm saying? So here we are. I leave. I go to New York. I enjoy New York. I'm on my way back. I'm on my way back from the airport. And her mom calls, trying to figure out what's going on. But the one thing that her mom said to me that shut my whole spirit down, she said to me, Rashonda, everybody lies. She says, everybody lies. See, the first time I left LaShandra was December of 2021. I went and stayed in a hotel for a few days because she lied about the dining room table. She told me that her mama gifted us the dining room table in January of 2021. December 2021, I get a knock at my door from Rent-A-Center to repo a fucking table. Now, I'm all over the internet. I could buy 14 fucking tables. But you rented a table and lied about a damn table. Why? Who does that? Insanity. Okay? Insanity. I said, when I came back, LaShandra, if you lie to me again, I'm leaving. Okay? That was 2021. Now, here we are back in 2023. I'm sitting at the airport. The rental property that she applied for, because we got to move, denied us. Why? Because your fucked up credit, and now you done brought my credit down. Because you just told me that you defaulted on the loan that I co-signed on. So, of course, it's not going to get approved. Okay? Listen, I don't know where it is. So here we go. So then I called my best friend, right? I said, best friend, this is what is going on. Okay? She says to me, well, friend, let me tell you, do you know that LaShandra borrowed $1,000 from me and my wife? What? I said, when? when did she borrow $1,000 from my best friend? She said, about a month before y'all got married. She said that y'all needed money for finish paying for your dress and some other stuff. I said, my daddy bought my dress. I was on say yes to the dress. Okay? You think they gonna let me walk out of Kleinfeld owing them? Huh? They said they thought I knew. They didn't know that I didn't know that she borrowed money from my friends.
You did. You just thought it was a gift.
Yes, she told me that they gifted us $1,000. She did not say that she borrowed $1,000 from my friends. It took her a year and a half to pay them back. And they see us out here living our lives and feeling some type of way because my wife owes them money and I don't know it. Okay? So now I'm livid. Now I'm livid. I say, I'm going to lay down. I'm going to lay down. Okay? The next day I get up, I go to the boutique. I'm talking to my friend Ashley at the boutique. I'm telling her, bitch, I'm about to be homeless again. And all the other shit that I found out. And you know what she says to me? She says, well, friend. I said, well, friend, what? Lashandra owes me money from June. I say, what? She said she owes me money from June. I said, for what? She says when her bishop came down, they stayed at the Airbnb upstairs above the boutique. And I haven't been paid. Okay? So then I get on the phone and I call Lashandra's bishop and I say, hey, my friend Ashley says her and her husband hasn't been paid from the Airbnb stay when y'all came down. She said, let me send you the screenshot. She hung the phone up. She hung the phone up and sent me the screenshot. They sent Lashandra that money June 26th. Okay? June 26th. So if you sent the money June 26th, then why hasn't my friend Ashley been paid for the Airbnb stay? Where's the fucking money? Okay? Every time I talk to somebody, she owes them money. Okay? My brother has been cash apping Lashandra his rent for the past 12 months because he lives on that property. I said, what, Morris? He said, yeah, for the past year. So y'all tell me, do y'all think that Lashandra is going to go to the ATM machine or anywhere and withdraw that money, get a money order, and run it through the system? Because she can't run it through as herself because she works there. But it's the fact that you're accepting federal money through your personal cash app. Lashandra hates Jayla. I found out she talked so bad about my child that it brought tears to my eyes. Telling her that she needs to grow up. She don't need to be asking me for money. My child. My child. Meanwhile, your mom co-signed for your car and you're 46, 47. So how can you, talk dirt bad about Jayla? Call her nasty, call her all kind of stuff. My baby. So listen to me. When I noticed that I'm getting booked, right? Oh, you want to be there, but you don't want to work. You want to stare at me in a corner and sulk because it's not you. You want to be in secret competition with the person that you laying next to for no reason. Ooh. But here's the thing. It had to be found out now, honey, because God ain't even taking, I'm not even where I'm going, right? I'm not even where I'm going yet. So I am staying at my best friend's house because I'm homeless with money in the bank.
You're not homeless.
I'm just saying, it ain't my house.
You ain't.
It ain't my house. This last thing, this right here. So I reach out to Hannah, which is my friend that did my poem at my wedding. I'm telling her what's going on. And she says, well, friend, I said, well, what the fuck now? Because everybody got to tell me something. Because she's going through my friends. She's running through my friends. So let me tell you this. She said, I know you've been booked and busy and you've been out of town. And remember when you did an advertisement for me, I wanted to pay you for that. So I reached out to Lashandra and told her to send me an invoice so that we could pay you. August 28th, they reached out to her and to pay me. And she sent me the screenshots. And the screenshot said, I'm going to send you the invoice from Deliverance by Grace because I can't send it from hello@rllockhart.com without notifying Rashonda. It says that. Why wouldn't you want me notified about my own motherfucking funds? Why wouldn't you want me notified that somebody's trying to pay me? You laid right next to me and didn't say, hey, babe, somebody reached out trying to pay you for some work that you did. I'm in a bad Tubi movie, y'all. So y'all can think whatever y'all want to about me. I will be a villain. But when I say that I'm done, then I'm done.
Speak your truth.
Thank you, friend. I'm done. And I'm glad that I got it out.
You don't like it.
I'm glad that I got it out because where's the money? What is happening? So when I say that I'm done, I don't feel no type of way about it. I don't know where the money, I don't know where it went. I don't know where it went. But what I do know is that nobody knew who she was before me. You didn't have a passport before me. You ain't been flown out the country before me. I pay for that. I pay for that. Nobody knew who you was. You built a whole platform off of my back. Okay? So the bishop calls me back and she says, hey, Rashonda, did you get the screenshot of the payment that I sent? I said, yes. She said, I wanted to talk to you about something. When you all were in Atlanta back in July after Essence for the convocation, another bishop came up to me from LA and said, hey, Bishop, I see that Lashandra is now at your church. Just know that she stole money from our church in LA. Did she tell you that, Rashonda? said, no, she did not tell me that. The bishop in LA told the bishop in Baltimore that Lashandra took money from her church and to not have her give access to her money. Listen to me. The information that I have found out, honey, would you stay married to somebody you don't know? Would you?
Nope.
So I go to Fresh Fire where we used to go to church. I go to Fresh Fire because we had our mental health awareness day. I'm supporting my friend. I go to the church. I talk to pastor after church to let him know what's going on. And he says to me, Ray, there has been 3 occasions where I had to talk to Lashandra about missing money. See, she didn't bet on me going back to Fresh Fire because she left Fresh Fire. So yeah. So I'm not telling y'all something that I've heard. I mean, I'm not. Anyway, we go to church afterwards. We go to taco place after church. And pastor says something to the effect of, she needs to stop this before she goes back to jail. Now I'm 3 margaritas in, so I had to take my shades off. I said, excuse me, back to jail. When Lashandra been in jail? For fraud? When was somebody going to tell me? I believe with my whole heart that she sought me out, that she Googled me, that she found out who I was and what I was doing. And she inserted herself into my life. This was a whole scam. The whole marriage, everything was a scam. I don't believe nothing she's ever said to me. I don't believe none of it. I want my fucking money and I can't get my time back. And I don't wish nothing but the worst for her. She needs to go to jail. She needs her ass beat and she needs to go to jail. Now, we have never had shared bank accounts. I never gave her access to my stuff because I got people that trust me with their stuff and she can't have access to that stuff. For 6 years, she was saying shit like, oh, we need to get a joint account together. We need to get a joint. No, you tell me what you need and I give you money. But because I have already been homeless from trusting somebody with my funds, yeah. 6 years. And here's the thing. You didn't even play it right. You didn't even play it right. Because I ain't even done. I'm not even going where I'm supposed to go yet. Do you understand what I'm saying? And my friend said to me, it's like, Rashonda, well, this time, at least you're not broke. This time you're homeless. At least you're not broke. Your kids are grown. You don't have to have a place right now. And I said, you're right. You're right. But see, what we supposed to be doing a TV show back in March, starting March. And you see the writer's strike happened and everything got put on pause. Because just imagine this being on TV. Imagine. I didn't move out, honey. We were evicted. Yeah. We were evicted. So, yes. Evicted. Evicted. 6-figure business owner. Evicted. Okay? Evicted. But you see, she went ahead and found her an apartment, right? Her mom probably co-signed for that too. But you have built a platform off my back and nobody knew you. You got 500,000 people following you and you going live every Tuesday and Thursday and people are cash apping you their money. You are a thief and a liar and a criminal and you need to be in jail. You need to be in jail. So no, I don't feel no type of way about it. I'm going to sleep good tonight that I said it. I know it's going to be all over the internet. She needs to go to jail. She needs to go to jail. I don't feel no way about it. I'm still having cupcakes and cabins. My life still goes on. My life still goes on. I'm going to sue her. Yes. She needs to go to jail. I don't feel no way about it. My hairdresser, I told her what's going on. My real hairdresser, not Jayla, Dewana. And she said, well, friend, back in 2017, when y'all first got together and you posted her, somebody reached out to me and said that LaShandra done ruined her life too. Had her file bankruptcy. Girl, I thought she was lying. So that's why I didn't tell you. Because I said, why you didn't tell me in 2017? She said, because I thought people was just hating and I never said anything. You know how you first start dating somebody. But I wish I had that information. But she didn't know. Who knew? Because they hide under the guise, oh, I'm so sick to my stomach. Using Jesus, the church. I want my funds back. But this, yeah. So I hope y'all caught that from the beginning and y'all can piece it together however you want to, but I'm out. And all high roads are closed. Okay? Y'all better be careful who you laying next to and who you sleeping with. I didn't ask to marry that woman. She asked to marry me. So I'm going to stay booked and I'm going to stay busy and I'm going to stay blessed. But she had to be exposed now because she couldn't go no further with me. Okay? It had to come off now. It had to be revealed now. He had to snatch that shit now. So, all paperwork and receipts will be up when I feel like putting them up. I don't have any reason to lie to anybody.